Now I'm strong as man. Skinny as twig, but strong as man. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Aaliyah, and it's that time of year again where we're surrounded by family and friends, and we're eating good food, and we pretty much have like 2 weeks left of the year. That's what it feels like, at least. Usually during this time of the year, or towards the end of the year, people like to do resolutions and their reflections. Me personally, I don't like to do it towards the end of the year because I feel the closer we get to the end to make new changes, they usually don't change, so might as well get a head start the month before the end. Yeah. For today's video, we're just gonna be doing a reflection and resolutions for 2022 going into 2023. 2022 was a big year for me because I started this channel. I got a promotion for a job. There's a whole bunch of stuff happened this year. A lot of moments happened in 2022 that I would like to break down into some questions for this reflection. So for my first question, what were the highlight moments of each month? So starting in January, we pretty much kicked it off huge, me and Watson, by going to Otaku Fest. Otaku Fest is an anime convention that happens in January in Miami, Florida, and we got to do cosplaying for the first time. Crazy, seeing as I freaking loved it, and we went on doing more later that year. It was one of those things that I never did, even though I have major interest in anime and dressing up in general, and I don't know why, but once you get into the costume and get to the convention, we got a down pack. I think it's time to do to go international. We're gonna go to anime festivals in Japan. Next one. But that's besides the point.
So that's crazy. This is like next one. The next one should still be Otaku Fest. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, it is. Not much happened in February, but we're gonna skip over to March, where me and my brother got to go to the Call Me If You Get Lost album tour with, Tyler the Creator. Oh my god. This album was so good. It literally gave me my blueprint plan for the next few years. And next year, 23, is when puberty finally hit me. I'm sorry. I'm working on developing some of the themes inside of the album, like just being yourself and trying to live with no limits, at least self-limitation, which I have issues with. But 2023, it's gonna be all better. Throughout the months, we got to do a bunch of Daisy Duo slumber party videos with Tanae. We dressed up for a bunch of them. We talked about season 2 of Euphoria this year. We talked about childhood crushes, where I found out that her childhood crush was the yellow wiggle. Fruit salad. Yummy. That's you today? In April, we started to get some of our cosplay for July's cosplay convention, which was really nice because I was going through the pictures and it's just me and Watson slowly building our lineup for SuperCon, which was in July of this year. We made a video about that one too if you want to check it out. From July, we're gonna fast forward to August, where I graduated college. I graduated with my bachelor's in communications. What am I gonna do with this major? Probably this. I don't know. Talking has been my thing for a little minute. It's kind of my brand now. I can't really divert from it. I used to get in trouble for it. Now I got a degree in it. See, Mom? It worked out in the end. And then I guess we're gonna just skip to October, where we finally did our first group trip. We've been friends for almost 10 years, and this is our first group trip. Me and Tanae have been friends since high school. I've known Watson now since, I can't do math, let's see, 5 years since I've met Watson, and almost like a decade or 20 years or something with Tanae. And this is our first group trip that we did to Orlando, and it was so much fun. We got to go to Universal, we did a block party, we did pictures. We didn't get to do the swan boats or get the snow cones from the other video, but that's besides the point. Next year, I think we're gonna do another trip. I don't know where. We may go international. which leads me to some of the goals that I got to complete this year. First one being getting my passport. Getting my passport is really important to me for my goals because I personally want to travel. Learning about people and cultures and trying new food and listening to music, it all excites me. So I can't wait to finally, leave the States. Another goal that I'm really glad that I got to accomplish this year was working out. Working out has been so hard for me throughout the years, and I finally found, it just clicked for me. I finally found a way to be consistent, and it's all thanks to cosplay. You're in the gym, right? You're pulling weights, you're working out, and you're just like, damn, I'm a superhero. I'm the next Hokage. And it just fuels you to keep going and go back. That's what it's done for me. It's been working, I say. So I say this to say this. Find something that fuels you to complete your goals, as cosplaying did to fuel my fitness goal. Now I'm strong as man. Skinny as twig, but strong as man.
What are you going on about?
I know I said I graduated college in August, but honestly, graduating college was a big goal for me. It's always been the goal of my parents for me to succeed, and I couldn't let them down, which makes me not want to put myself down to let myself down. And then we did it. It wasn't easy. I have to say there's been many times throughout my school career where I wanted to quit. I wanted to do something crazy. Or, there was times that tested my patience. For example, being accused of plagiarizing for using a definition. That's a story for another time. But I got through it, I graduated, and nothing changed. But that's just because I have to make it happen. Main character energy.
Was that supposed to be like a motivational speech to get everybody to get through college this year? If that is, I would say that it might work for a few people. They might hit you with that. She right, true. You might get hit with that. Some of them are gonna hit you with this shit still ain't worth it. What are you, a communication major?
Look, college is partially a scam, I have to admit, but just getting on campus, networking, making friends, that part definitely helps. There's certain careers that I feel like if you are dedicated to doing, probably don't have to go to college. Go to trade school. Look up trade school first. Work with your hands and work with your talents, and then see if you want to do college, because it was totally worth it. Another thing I want to talk about is some of the things I learned this year. And this thing didn't hit me until closer, I guess, to just now, is I'm a little different. My brain works differently, and I have to just learn how to work with myself rather than trying to make myself work for everyone else. It just comes from the whole every day is a new day for everyone, just no matter what position they're in or what age they are. This is the only day I will be 22 on this date in history, and I'm learning how to work with myself, and I'm learning how to grow and to move forward and to try to let go of old behaviors that are no longer working for me. Pretty much that.
You sound like Pattern.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, another thing that I enjoyed this year was this app called Pattern, not sponsored. Although, I mean, Pattern, I vouch for you. Come and talk to me. Pattern is this app, and it gives you little life motivational pushes that are very detailed to the user, and it's been helping me this year trying to stay more intentional with my plans and my goals, and to keep taking the steps forward. It's too easy to kind of stop and get paralyzed in anxiety and stuff, which is what I'm working on too. But yeah, before we move on to the resolutions for 2023, I would like to talk about some of the favorite things that I enjoyed from 2022. Starting with TV shows. Off the top of my head, #1 show that I watched this year was Bee and Puppy Cat. I mean, don't look at me like that.
No, I was listening, you know.
Bee and Puppy Cat. It's like Adventure Time mixed with Steven Universe mixed with magical fairy dust that makes you want to just snort it and go to sleep and live in your dreams forever. That's a good description.
In other words, it's Molly, everybody.
It gives you a sense of escapism that is not normally on other TV shows. Puppy Cat is literally Max. He has the same attitude. He thinks he's just the king of the world, can do whatever he wants. Bee is so cute, and all the town people are just, everyone has interesting stories. It really feels like Beach City from Steven Universe.
That cat had a vengeance. I don't know for what, but he had vengeance on his mind.
Watson would say we watched a lot of bad movies this year, but
What?
each movie just seemed like a little uniqueness.
A lot of bad. I didn't say that, man. I wouldn't agree with a lot of them, but like this, I wouldn't call them bad per se. I mean, they're not complete crap, but it's like, you know, like I could watch it.
He's a critic.
I'm not a critic.
We watched The Watcher. That was crazy.
It was even crazy after the fact we found out that it was actually based on the true story. I was like, wait.
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
That
it was kind of based off of a true story.
Kinda.
Ooh, I'm gonna move into some of the things that I really enjoyed this year. I started reading manga, just adding that onto my brand of nerd, fun, girl entertainment. I started reading Chainsaw Man and Beastars. I watched Beastars, but I have to say reading it is much better. Just, you can savor the page a little bit more longer.
You know what? I can agree with you publishing everything. I'm okay with you saying everything, right? But you are not gonna start publicizing your furry stuff.
Like I said, I'm not a furry. Beastars is a good manga.
Well, the part-time furry strikes again.
Beastars is so good. There's something about it that just makes me want to just like dazzle in it. It reminds me of why I like Twilight and The Labyrinth and all those type of movies, because it's like the charming villain, the bad guy. He kind of reminds me of if you played, what's it called? The Wolf Among Us, where Bigby, you know, if it was like a younger Bigby in high school or whatever, Terraton Academy. Beastars is a great manga. If you want to try it out, try it out.
Sponsored by your local manga shop. Stop by anytime. Yes, local. Doesn't matter where you are. Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, anywhere. Just go.
Chainsaw Man. It's very interesting. Dingy like me for real. Just want to grab some boobs, and eat some food and play with your dog. Don't look at me like that.
No. Like, it was just like,
John.
That's left field. I was not expecting you to say that. That just caught me off guard, is all.
Oh, that's just okay. Sometimes you gotta stay on your toes. Yes, I've been really enjoying Chainsaw Man. I typically don't go for action boy manga and anime just because I feel like it doesn't scratch an itch that I have in other shows. But we can talk about that later.
She reads Beastars.
No, like,
Scratch an
okay.
itch, huh?
No, I meant like, for example, the next manga that I'm probably going to read is Ouran High School Host Club, because that's the best anime alive. Honey Senpai versus the world, baby. Anyways, those are my favorites for 2022. I want to quickly run through some resolutions because they're pretty much going to be the same from last year. For example, we are going to be cosplaying again at Otaku Fest in January, just like last year. Starting it nice and strong with some dressing up in our big boy age. Next year, I would also like to do more traveling. I'm thinking international for next year. I haven't decided where. There are a couple places that I have in mind. If you're from these places, drop down in the comments where I can, stay and we can like party or whatever. I'm thinking Mexico, Japan, Canada, Thailand, South Korea, Ghana, Nigeria, Puerto Rico, but I can't do all of that in 1 year. There'll be a lot of money that I don't have at the moment. But moving on to the next one, getting more money. I haven't decided if I wanted to rob a bank or sell a couple organs. I heard like your eggs sell for a couple like I want to wrap this up by thanking everyone who has enjoyed my lovely face and my friends over the last year or so as we bless our presence on the YouTube platform.
You love name, well, I get it now, bro. Like,
No.
I knew you were like that, but I didn't know you were like that.
I have big plans for the channel. I have big plans for other creative ideas in my brain that I haven't told you guys about yet because it's too soon. Shh. And thank you for watching. Like down below, comment what's your resolutions for this year and some of the best moments from 2022. And thank you so much for watching again. Like and subscribe. Click the bell notifications to see the next time I upload. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!